Colin Gibbs, driver of the 13 Mitigator Ford Fusion. I'd like to thank you for listening to Let's Talk Racing.tv.
Driver of the number 5 Kiker Motorsports Camry. Welcome to Let's Talk Racing TV.
Colvin with Rockingham Speedway. Thanks for listening to Let's Talk Racing.
I'm Timothy Peters, driver of the number 17 Toyota in the NASCAR Camp World Truck Series, and you're listening to Let's Talk Racing.
Hey guys, I'm Daytona 500 winner Trevor Bain, and thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Let's Talk Racing. On the line right now we have Dylan Smith, who's down at Langley Speedway doing the Drive for Diversity Programs Combine. How you doing today, Dylan?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing?
We're doing great.
Real good.
Perfect.
Cool. So, tell us about yourself there, bud. So you're in the Combine. You did it last year. What's going on? What's your chances?
Yeah, I think the chances are real good. This is my 4th time doing the Combine. This is my 2nd at Langley. This track is it's something else. It's a different beast. But I won't say that I've tamed her yet, but, you know, me and her are getting along pretty good. So everything's going great down at Langley this week.
Good deal. What do you consider your home track to be?
I consider that being, as far as short tracks around America, it'd be Thunder Road and Barry, Vermont. As far as where the Cup guys go to, it'd be Loudon Motor Speedway, or New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon, New Hampshire.
Oh, cool.
Give us some of your good, some accomplishments and some highlights.
I raced go-karts for a while. Won a few championships. Then we moved to Allison Legacy in 2008 or 2006 and won the championship in 2008. And then I moved up to the late models, and that was in 2009. We got the Rookie of the Year at Thunder Road, and we raced 2010 and 2009 and 2010. We were able to. I was able to go to Drive for Diversity Combine when it was at Motor Mile.
Hello.
And so it's been a pretty good trip. I haven't done as much racing in the last 2 years as I wanted to. I had to forego a year, the last year and a half.
Supposed to be Dylan runs from 7 to 7:05.
So I was working in the shop at Rev Racing. So it's been a crazy trip, but it's been a good one too.
Cool beans. Groovy deal. So, how old are you? I hate to ask that question, how old are you, but since you're in the Combine, what's your age?
All right. I'm going to go ahead and...
I started racing when I was 4 years old, so this is my 16th season that I've taken at least one green flag in.
Right.
So that's a pretty cool accomplishment for only being 20. So, yes, I'm pretty young still. I think I have some time to develop my skills still.
Absolutely.
You got any racing superstitions?
I really didn't have a whole lot until I got down and into the Mecca. Green on a race car, I've been taught you really don't want to do that. And then I just found out this year that eating peanuts at the race is bad luck. So I try to stay away from green unless I'm coming to the start of a race. And peanuts I usually keep out of the car. So other than that, everything's pretty normal.
I love that.
But green can't be too bad. I had a race car that was green. It then did a first and a third before it got killed.
right before it got killed.
Right.
I mean, I can't say that green's too bad because it's the color of money, and money
That's
makes the world go around, so it can't be all bad.
Cool beans.
Well, it wasn't an enduro race, so what the heck can you say about that?
I mean, at least you were lucky enough to make it to the first two before it got wrecked, so it can't be too bad.
That's right. Absolutely. So, what do you think your chances are? I know, did you get to run today, and how do you feel about all that?
Yeah, I think this is the best I've done at the combine.
Right.
I think my chances are pretty good. Maybe a little above average. I was able to, show speed and average all at the same time, which is
great.
What they're really looking for. And since, I'm kind of a quote-unquote veteran of the combine, and I understand how it all works and everything. And even though I'm competing against, 16 other drivers, and NASCAR, everyone knows this, we're all family, and we all want to see each other do good, and no one wants to see someone, go out there and make a butt of themselves.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Nobody wants to make a butt out of themselves. I like that. That's pretty. Maybe that's a T-shirt you should do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm trying to help everybody out. I won't say, like I said, I won't say I ever figured it out, but I've been pretty fast, and I've tried to show people what's worked for me, and maybe that'll help them out. So, then I think this combine's actually been the best as far as personalities. There's no over egos. Everyone's pretty even keeled. So it's been pretty cool.
Cool deal. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and let you go. We got. I hate to do that to you because I got. They only gave you guys 5 minutes apiece.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you putting me on for as long as you have.
But I've got the thing. I managed to get it finished before showtime, so it's going to be playing toward the end of the show when we finish up everything.
All right, perfect. Appreciate it.
All right,
righty,
have a
buddy.
good night, Dylan.
Good luck with you.
Thank you. Y'all take care.
All righty. Bye-bye.
All right, Hannah, are you handy? Okay.
All right, I'm here.
Sorry I missed you down at the track today, but they said to give media day the media between 1 and 2, and then they sent y'all off to eat at 1.
Oh yeah, we were all over the place today.
But anyway, I'm Roger. We have Jason Langley and Terry O'Connell in the show here with us, and welcome you to the show. It's the first time I think we've had you on. I actually talked to your dad down at the track too. Here you came from Twin Falls, Idaho.
Yes, I'm a little far from home here.
Absolutely.
Did you bring us any potatoes?
What was that?
Did you bring us any potatoes?
Yeah, no, I did not bring you guys any.
Oh man, I used to be up in Mountain Home and out that area.
Oh yeah, Mountain Home's real close to us actually.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, good. Hannah, this is Terry O'Connell. We're glad to have you on the show. Kind of give us your background, where you came from, what you're looking to do, just the whole get-go on who you are.
Well, actually, I started racing go-karts around the age of 5. And from there, I raced continuously for all those years. And then at age 13, they decided to put me in a truck. So I went from go-karts right into trucks. And I wasn't old enough, actually, to run a bunch of the tracks. And so when I turned 14, the last track that I wasn't old enough to run actually changed their age limit. So I was able to run a full season of trucks. And I was the Rookie of the Year and finished 3rd in points. And then this last year, or like this summer, I ran part-time trucks, part-time super late model, and then I ran a full-time limited late model local series, and then I also made 2K and West Starts also. So I was a busy girl this summer.
Absolutely.
So, what are some of your goals in the future?
Of course, me still being 15, it really limits what I can and can't do and where I can race and stuff. So right now, I really just like to run a full series of K&N. I mean, it's an awesome experience, a bunch of different tracks, and so it's really a place to cut your teeth to continue up in the racing world.
Good deal.
Absolutely. So we know you got on the track today, so how did it go for you?
Langley's one of those tracks that's really hard for me to figure out, and it took me a little while, and I'm still at the point right now where I'm still figuring out actually how to drive it, and of course, as a driver, I get out and I critique myself afterwards and think, oh, if I can get in the car again, I can fix this and fix this. So as of right now, I'm really looking forward to hopefully tomorrow and getting to run again.
Absolutely. Yeah, Langley's a little difficult. It's one of those kind of places you got to be smooth and articulate with what you do. So we know you'll do well.
No, thank you.
Absolutely.
On the topic of tracks, what do you consider your home track?
My home track was Mountain Valley Speedway.
That look probably more banking, or?
Yeah, it's a little bit shorter. We were about a 3rd mile, and banking is pretty comparable to Langley, but since it is a little bit shorter, we got a little bit more banking specifically on the corners. But other than that, it's really comparable banking-wise on the straightaways to Langley.
Well, here's something that our producer is feeding us here. It says that you only listen to your crew chief, not your dad. Is there any truth to that?
Oh, yes. No, my dad has been driving for an extremely long time, and since it's a father-daughter thing, he has no problem straight up telling me everything. And, of course, like it is a father-daughter, I'll give it right back just as forward. And pretty soon, he's telling me how to drive, and I'm telling him what he's doing wrong on the radio. And so we just keep each other off the radio.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Absolutely. Yeah, dads can be a little protective and pushy at times, and I can well attest to that. But that's okay. He loves you, and he's only looking out for you.
Sometimes it's good, and sometimes when he gets on the radio, he'll go ahead and push me farther than my crew chief, and it'll help me out. I'm always mad at him later and frustrated with him on the radio, but it always works out for good in the end.
That's great. That's great. Well, alrighty, girl. We're glad to have you on. We're kind of rushed up and backed up tonight. We got some other people coming on here shortly, and we really wish you all the luck in the world out there. We're really pulling for the girls to take hold and put the boys in their place.
All right, yeah, well, thanks for having me, too.
Yeah, we'll take and get your info from you later on from everybody. That way we can get you back on the show when we got some better time to spend with you.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool, thank you.
All right, I think Amber should be standing right next to you.
Amber? They want to talk to Amber. Oh.
Hey, Roger.
Alrighty.
All right, Amber, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Are we on live?
We're on live.
Yes.
You're
Who's
on
this?
live.
All right. We had a little bit of scheduling conflict with Amber and Cass.
Yeah, who is this?
This is Ade Herbert. I'm there.
Oh, hey, Ade. This is Roger.
How you doing, Roger?
Good. You got somebody else you want to go ahead and toss in their place?
Well, the GM came and told everybody that they had to go into this event.
That's okay.
Oh, no.
Was waiting on us.
Right, well, we'll talk to you for 5 minutes if it...
Sure.
Absolutely.
Okay. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody and give us a quick bio about yourself and how you got to where you are now.
Certainly. Ade Herbert, Public Relations Coordinator and Account Manager at Rep Racing. I actually got into the sport and into the program through the NASCAR Diversity Internship Program, where I interned with Rep Racing and subsequently was offered a position after the end of my internship, and 2 years later, here I am.
Good deal.
Absolutely. So I guess your goals are to stay in the motorsports industry and work yourself on up into kind of representing some bigger team or a bigger corporate sponsor.
Most certainly. It's kind of one of those deals where you fall into a position of getting a job that you actually enjoy. I always knew, getting my degree, I wanted to go into marketing and public relations. Mm-hmm. It was more of a dream to be involved in sports and more of a bigger dream to be involved in motorsports.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So once everything kind of lined up and the opportunity fell in my lap, it was one of those I can't pass up deals, and I'm not regretting
Absolutely.
it at all.
Cool beans. Well, I guess Max is paying you well.
Yeah. Good.
It all comes down to commerce, no matter how you look at it.
That's true. Well, to be quite honest with you, a lot of the payoff comes off in enjoying going to work every day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When I was in school, I had jobs and I worked work-study programs where you do it because they're giving you a paycheck that you'd really rather not. And one of my grandfather's old sayings was always find something to do that you get paid to do that you could do for free.
Right.
I would work in motorsports for free, but thankfully I don't have to.
That's right. That's right. I think we've all worked in motorsports for free, and then we realized that maybe we need to get paid for doing this stuff at some point. But yeah, getting great experience and aligning yourself with people that can help move you forward and people you enjoy is really kind of an opportunity of a lifetime, especially in this sport.
Right, absolutely.
Cool beans. Well, let's talk about some of the kids out there today, getting laps in, running some times. Just kind of give us your overview of who you think did the best, who you think needs to improve, just things of that nature?
Overall, the event went immensely better than last year. We had 0 incidents. I mean, none of the kids even spun out
Right.
front laps during hot laps or anything, as opposed to last year when we had 2 mangled up race cars.
That's right. I was there. I witnessed a couple of them, so yeah.
So everybody did extremely well. Everybody performed at least 2 standards, and most performed above expectations.
Right. That's great.
Things are going well. There were a couple of surprises there, where one of the guys, Colvin, Avery, from Florida, kind of turned some heads there, especially coming from a dirt background.
Right.
Being one of his first times on asphalt in a stock car. And it's a pretty solid lap out there today. He was probably standout of today, just in the fact that people didn't really think he would do anything close to what he actually did.
Right.
Now,
Right.
I did get a chance to watch him run right after we did the interviews,
Right.
and he was doing a pretty good line around there for being a dirt driver. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he really turned heads today and did himself a lot of favors, I have to say.
Right. Well, I'll tell you something too. I come from the dirt background too. I've done everything from World of Outlaws to Sprint Cup, but I can tell you, this day and time, the sprint cars, especially a wing sprint car, you really drive them really straight and true. So I think it's more of a easier transition this day and time than it was before. That's because kind of been my experience through the years too.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, guys, I was just able to pull Amber and Cassie. They finished, I guess, their photo op.
Okay. Great.
With them, they are available right now.
Absolutely. We'll drag them over here and let's see what we can do with them.
Sure thing.
Absolutely.
Let me grab Amber for you real quick. And it was a pleasure speaking with you guys.
Right.
Hold on for a second.
That's awesome.
Hello?
Amber?
Hey, Amber.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're great. So how did the photo shoot go?
Oh, good, of course. I'm a girl. I love that.
Exactly. It's called Gas Pedals and Glamour, sweetie. Absolutely.
Racing such a male-dominated sport. I like the opportunities to actually be a female in it, and so I like my girly moments sometimes.
I know. I do know. Absolutely. Well, give us a little background on yourself, where you came from, what's your experience, and what you're looking to do.
Sure. I'm from Tallahassee, Florida. I'm 18 years old currently. I started racing whenever I was 10 years old in go-karts. Moved to Bandolero cars when I was 12. Moved to legend cars a season after that. And then I've been in legend cars for 4 seasons. And then last year I moved into the late model stock. I moved into the limited late model, sorry.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And then this year we were looking to do a full late model stock season. Only sponsorship fell through, so we weren't able to do that. We were able to run a few tests and do a race back in March, and then we started the Legend Car Series at Charlotte University from Michigan. Ran really well there. Won the 8th week. I think it was the first female in like 4 or 5 years to do that. But right now I'm just kind of enjoying my time at the combine and hoping to earn a position on the team for next year, so I don't have to worry so much.
Absolutely.
So, can you give us some of your greatest accomplishments or highlights of your career of racing?
Well, whenever I first started, I won my 7th race and then won 42 of 44 consecutive races.
Wow.
That's great.
So I was very proud of my go-kart accomplishment. And then whenever I moved into Bandolero, I won my first 4 races there and then finished 1 point behind someone in the Georgia points, which is like where I was running. It was the primary series.
Mm-hmm.
We finished 1 point behind there, and then my rookie season. Then when I moved into the legend car, I've won. I take pride in the fact that I've won everywhere. I didn't like to stay at one track and run week after week after week and get good at one track. I moved, so I was more of a diverse driver than rather just being good on a quarter-mile flat track or whatnot. So we won all over. I think last year I won the 2011 Florida Point Championship down in the Legends Car. In 2010, I won the NASCAR Diversity Young Racer Award, so that was something I was really excited to do. That was just an award given to, or because I guess I'm an inspiration, or just for someone trying to succeed in their goals. And so I won that, and I was able to go to like my first Daytona 500. So that was like a really big thing for me. And it was like I had to do a speech in front of all these NASCAR people, and Mike Helton was there. It was like, this is crazy. I'm like 12 years old. I guess I was 14, so it was like, gosh. And then this year, winning, definitely one of the highlights of my career is winning the summer shootout, because it's so difficult. Huge. I mean, the competition is out of this world. It's the best place for Legend cars, and then being the first female to do it, and one of very few to do it, it was very exciting for me.
That's great. That's quite a resume to be so young too. Whipping up on the boys. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Can't take any stuff from them, that's for sure.
No, you can't. You got to hold your ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, give us like, is your ultimate goal like to win a Sprint Cup championship, or do you think like a Daytona 500 or something?
My ultimate goal is to, well, one, of course, I've said since I was 10 years old that I want to be the first and or youngest female to win a major NASCAR event or championship.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as I've grown older, I've realized how important it is to like bring up younger drivers and inspire people and whatnot. So, I mean, I want to be the first to win a major NASCAR event or championship. That's always my goal. But I also want to be the one to kind of open more doors for females, because a lot of doors aren't open yet. Danica's helping with some sports, and there are a couple female drivers coming up. But I want to continue that and help do that. And I do tons of stuff with charity, and just want to help younger drivers come up. And, I mean, I'm a huge people person, huge kids person. So I just want that opportunity to help other people as well.
Absolutely. Good for you. Well, Amber, we got some other people we're going to get on. We got Cassie Gannis coming on in a few minutes, and
actually, she should be standing right.
Is she standing right there?
She's 10 foot from you. Want me to go ahead and put her on? We'll
just pass it right along to her. It's been great having you on, and now we're going to see if we can get Cassie to give us a get go in her life too.
Absolutely. You guys have a great evening.
You too, darling.
Good luck.
All right, there she is.
Bye-bye.
Meant to tell her.
Cassie?
Cassie!
Hey, how are you?
How are you doing?
Good. It's been a busy day today.
I know. Absolutely.
Yeah, we took and talked to a couple of the other, do you want to call them competition or friends?
It's definitely competition, but as the day has gone on, it's definitely turned into a lot of friends.
Absolutely. But if you don't mind, give us a little background on who you are, what you've done in the past, and what you're looking to do.
Well, I started racing when I was 10 years old in quarter midgets, worked my way up to Bandoleros and Legends, and did ASA speed truck for one race, and did a NASCAR Wheeling All-American Series. Did that for about 4 years, and I am still racing that. And then I'm also racing in the K&N Pro Series West right now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Right. So, where's your hometown? Where are you from?
I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona. Absolutely.
So what'd you think of running around at Langley?
It was definitely fun. It was a little bit hard to get used to at first. It was very tricky, but it was definitely fun. I'll probably have to make some races out here because it was definitely fun.
Now, I know tomorrow they're going to have some more of the drivers go back through again. Do you know who the list is yet?
No, right now none of us know what the list is of who's going to come back tomorrow.
Okay. Did they give you guys a list of what your times were or anything like that, or did they keep you in the dark the whole time?
No, they keep us in the dark about what our times are.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's fine though. I'm not worried about what my fastest lap was or anything. I know some of the other drivers are, but I'm not.
Right, just to be smooth, get your laps down right, and the speed to come at that point for sure.
Consistency, I think, is a big thing with those guys.
Right, absolutely. And it's hard to be consistent at Langley too. You got to really hit your marks down there.
Definitely. There were some times I was like, I could just drive in a little bit deeper, and it didn't work out. It kind of backfired on me, but after a while I got got the hang of it and where to run, where to lift, and where to get on the gas and everything.
Absolutely.
So you enjoy that bump in turn 1?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
You didn't hit the bump coming out of turn 4, I hope.
I think I hit them a few times.
Oh.
It wasn't too bad.
And I was talking to Dylan and to Amber when I was up there earlier today trying to get some videos from you guys. They gave us a 1 to 2 o'clock time frame, but they didn't tell us they were going to send y'all eating at 1 o'clock. So I could only squeeze 2 of y'all in. But I was talking to them about coming out of 4, the pit road entrance there.
Yeah.
You definitely have to get out of that low lane and get up to a regular driving area, or else the thing will totally upset your car.
Yeah, you'll ski jump into the fence over there. Sure.
I think somebody did that last year. They got down too low
Yeah.
coming out of there and wound up spinning it in and put it in the rear end of the wall
Absolutely.
in the front stretch.
So, Cassie, I know you got goals in your life. You're looking to take this Columbine experience and transcend it to other and greater opportunities in the sport. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Definitely racing in the nationwide is where I see myself.
Right. Absolutely. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Good for you, girl. Absolutely. Good deal. Well, I know you guys are having a lot of fun. Have they fed you tonight?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Have they fed you supper tonight?
Did I suffer tonight?
No. No, did they
Have you gave you any victuals yet to eat?
Yeah, have you had dinner? Did they feed you dinner?
Oh, no, I haven't ate dinner yet.
Oh, well, they better take you someplace nice. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, we actually have a seafood buffet at the Space Museum.
Oh, that's great. Great.
Okay, hey Cassie,
Yeah?
do I still have your recent cell number which ends in 57?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. What I'm going to make sure we do, since we got everybody with just a short time tonight, get you back on again and give you your actual good 15 minutes plus.
Absolutely.
Okay, me.
All right, girl. Well, it's been great having you on, and we wish you all the luck in the world out there, and do not let the boys get away with anything.
I definitely won't.
Put a wheel on them. That's right.
Definitely.
We're rooting for you.
All right, girl. It's been great having all of you on. Thank you so much.
Do they have anybody else they want to put on, Cassie? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay, because they just had the 4 of y'all scheduled.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right. Well, go have some good fiddles. If it's probably is it B&C Seafood that's bringing your food, because that's Bill's business.
I'm not really sure yet.
He's always got good stuff.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, thank you. You guys too.
All right.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, this is a good group. They're all very articulate and well-spoken, and it's going to be interesting to see how that deal. How many do they take out of the group, Raj?
Well, they started out with 17, and I think they're going to whittle it down to 10, maybe 12.
Right. And then how many will they take at the very end? That amount.
That'd be it. Yeah, because
okay.
like last year, the 4 guys, they put them in the K&N series. Brian Ortiz, Kyle.
Right.
Ortega, or I think that's how you say it.
Right. I know yours. Yeah.
And then one other person.
Right.
But they were all running the K&N series when they ran the last K&N race at Langley.
That's great.
So
That's great. Well, all right. That was fun. We got Sound Bass coming up in a few minutes, and I think maybe we can do some hot topics. What do you think?
Hot topics?
Yeah. The top 35 rule has been deleted.
Thank goodness.
see ya.
I think that's going to be a game changer for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Danica, first one on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be an opportunity for her to elevate her game.
Now this has been a thing a long time coming. I've always hoped for.
Me too.
Yeah.
Several years, because there's just hey, let the big guys have to deal with. Oops, we had a boo boo, and
Right.
instead of having that big safety net, have the little smaller one that they're going to do now.
You know, the thing about it, we were talking the other night. The start and park guys usually the majority of them qualify pretty darn good.
Right.
Yeah.
Great quality.
And it's still going to come down to that. They still have to do exactly what they did before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Michael McDowell, he qualifies usually pretty good.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
it's going to
sometimes
give
Blaney.
right, and it's going to give some of them an opportunity to make the event, whereas before they qualified decent and out qualified 4 or 5 cars and still missed.
Right.
So I think it's going to be really, really interesting. And,
I just had an update from a friend of ours, Ellen. 4 drivers.
okay,
4 drivers to be selected at the end.
okay, great. That's great. That's what I was thinking. I thought they narrowed it down to 4 drivers.
Yeah, I don't know why for last year, for some reason, somebody told me they were going to narrow it down to 10. So, but hey, one hand, one mouth, who knows?
I know.
Thanks, Ellen.
So it looks like the chase is heating up again.
The chase is heating up. And I think that's great.
Yes.
I still think Brad's going to.
We got Kansas, I can tell you.
Yeah, I think Brad and his team. I think the whole gas minus thing. It is what it is.
Right. It was good to see Clint Boyer get a win this past week.
Oh, I was well pleased with that. I'd like to see Michael Walker win the championship, for God's sakes.
Right.
We've already had that discussion last week.
week.
But, they're still going to deal with Jimmy. All right, you're on.
Let's Talk Racing TV.
Yes, this is Sam Bass calling in for Roger.
That can't be no Sam Bass. Hey Sam, how you doing? This is Roger. You got Terry O'Connell and Jason Langley also with us here.
Oh, okay, great, guys.
How you doing, Sam?
Nice to be on with you. Hey, how's it going?
Doing
Good.
great. How about you?
Good. Doing well, thanks.
Cool beans. You got a lot of exciting things going on.
Yes, I sure do. I have been rather busy with race weekend, having just finished and digging out from all that went on last week, and then got a lot of projects to do over the next several weeks, and I'm gonna miss Kansas this weekend, but I'm gonna be at the next 4 races to finish out the season. So I'll be busy with a lot of things. Plus, go to the banquet in Las Vegas when everything's all said and done. So I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Boy, that sounds really good. You do such great work, and you're such a mainstay in the industry these days. And I do not know where the sport would be without you, quite honestly.
Well, that's very sweet of you to say. I really appreciate that. I enjoy doing, this is all I've ever dreamed of doing. So, it's, I can't imagine not doing it, but, for fans to enjoy what I do so much and support me the way they do. I had an autograph session for UAWGM. Had 2 of them on Saturday and Sunday in Talladega, and we had to cut the lines after an hour and a half each session, and that made me very proud to have that many fans at Talladega that would stand in line for that long to get my autograph, and so I'm very blessed to have not only the career I do, but to have the fan following and the support that I do amongst the fans all over this great nation, and it's a real thrill and an honor for me to sit there. People ask me, they go all the time, do you ever get tired of signing autographs? And I go, well, absolutely not. It's an honor to have somebody want you to sign something, and the fact that I'm quite often signing my artwork, that makes it doubly rewarding, because they're not only appreciating the autograph, but they're appreciating the artwork that it's signed on. So I'm a very lucky person.
Absolutely.
Hey Sam, this is Jason. How'd you get in the sport of NASCAR?
Well, it goes back till when I was 7 years old. In Richmond, Virginia, I went to a little bull ring track there that my uncles took me to called Southside Speedway. And they had their regular Friday night show going on, and I was just overwhelmed by the excitement and the speed and the color. And they happened to have a guest driver there that night who was racing across town, at the Cup track, the Richmond Fairgrounds Raceway, and that driver was none other than Bobby Allison.
Absolutely. Right.
So Bobby Allison instantly that night became my hero. I mean, I was there experiencing my first race, and here's Bobby Allison out there on the track in this beautiful red and gold car that just stood out, and I was just overwhelmed. So I came home that night and whipped out my Crayola crayons and markers and started immediately drawing race cars and dreaming of going to the races and being a part of the scene. And that dream continues today. I have not let that dream go since the age of 7. So I have over 43 years of experience of wanting to have this career and enjoy this career. And the funny thing about that night was, I got to go down in the pits after the race and meet the drivers, and I got to shake Bobby Allison's hand, and I became a fan of his, and my, if you fast forward to 1987, my first corporate commission in NASCAR came from Miller Brewing Company, and they commissioned me in late 1987 to design Bobby Allison's Miller High Life car for the 1988 season. And so I did that, and during the time that I was working on that car, Bobby Allison himself actually called me to design his Busch Grand National car, which is today's Nationwide Series, and for Piper Aircraft.
I remember that car. Yes, I do remember the car.
Yeah, so I ended up doing those two designs and went to Daytona in 1988, and the first time he drove my design on Saturday in the Piper Aircraft car, he won the Nationwide race, the Busch Grand National race, and the next day he won in the Miller High Life car I designed for him.
Right.
First time he ever drove that. So my first two corporate commissions, my childhood hero drove him to victory the first time he ever raced them. And that, till today, is still, one of the greatest highlights I'll ever experience. I don't know how it could get much better than that. And I've had a blessed career ever since I started dreaming of it back, at age 7. So that's how I got started. I really, drove to the racetracks when I got old enough to drive, and did the stand outside the garage gate and beg the security guard to let me in, or somebody with a team to drag me back there with my artwork. And I was able to meet people and just kind of network a little bit here and there, and went to Bobby Allison fan club banquets and showed my artwork to the people in attendance, and one thing led to another, and in 1982 I met Paul Sawyer, who was the president of Richmond Fairgrounds Raceway, and he let me display some of my artwork in the media center, and then that led to a trip to Charlotte in '84, where I came down and met with Humpy Wheeler and begged him to let me start doing the program covers for Charlotte Motor Speedway. And it has not been a straight road for sure to get from point A to point B where I'm at today, but it's been a continuous road, and it's been one that I've enjoyed driving down and doing the artwork while I was driving.
That's fantastic, absolutely. So this is you just did your 70th consecutive cover for Charlotte Motor Speedway. That is a milestone any way you look at it.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that. I mean, I who knew? I started with the May 1985 program cover for Charlotte, which happened to be the very first Coca-Cola 600. And I have not only been able to work for Charlotte Motor Speedway for 70 consecutive covers, but I've been able to work with Coca-Cola since May of 1985. I do, several projects a year for them as well. and their family of drivers, and you know, it's just really been a dream come true. I figured up recently that I've spent nearly 10,000 hours drawing and painting program covers for Charlotte Motor Speedway.
That's amazing. I think Bruton Smith should just go ahead and write you a check for $1 million.
Well, I hope he heard that.
Yeah, you tell him I said that.
Request,
right.
Because I sure would appreciate it. I really would. But, you know, those guys over there, I mean, you know, in the history of NASCAR, there's never been a consecutive relationship of program covers between a speedway and an artist like I've enjoyed with Charlotte Motor Speedway. And I take great pride in that. And I think that also says a lot about the character of the people over at Charlotte Motor Speedway, that they would care enough about that relationship to support it and let it continue the way they do. I mean, because the sport, you know, has changed. A lot of things have changed over the, you know, the past, several years that we've been working together, and things are always, you know, getting newer and better and bigger and everything else, but they've remained very loyal to me and me to them. And loyalty is something in this sport that is it's hard to find anymore. It really is.
Right. It is. That's right. It's a premium brand. If you can find it, you hold on to it for sure.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So Sam, I'm getting a message from the producer saying you're doing charity guitars for country music stars and starting up a Santa snowman line?
Yeah, well, you know, the guitar thing is something that has been near and dear to my heart. I went to my first race when I was 7. I got my first guitar when I was 8 years old and started learning to play. And my mom had taken me to country music and rock and roll concerts since the age of 4.
Right.
Music was something that I was about as equally passionate about, and I played guitar in bands all through high school and college, and that's really how I put myself through school. Well, in 1997, while I was competing in a celebrity Legends car race in Nashville, the people from Gibson Guitars approached me about doing some design work for them, and I was extremely interested. And a few months later, Brooks and Dunn, the country group, approached me about doing a guitar for their friend Dale Earnhardt.
Right.
So in 1998, on one of the TV specials that NASCAR had to celebrate their 50th anniversary, I got to watch as Brooks and Dunn presented Dale Earnhardt with one of my guitars.
That's awesome. Absolutely.
Really, that started a relationship and me entering into designing guitars. So I did a lot of charity projects, and one thing led to another. Well, in 2002, when the new Nashville Super Speedway was opened, I approached them and asked them if I could paint their guitars that they gave to the race winner. That began the relationship with Nashville and me doing their trophy guitars, and that turned into an unbelievable thing, because that led to me meeting a bunch of artists and performers and doing special guitars for them and doing pre-race concert guitars and so forth. And so over the years, I've been able to do guitars that have been used as charity fundraisers for Keith Urban, Brad Paisley, Travis Tritt, Kiss, Rascal Flatts, the band Perry, Trace Atkins, and I mean, it just goes on and on and on, and it has thrilled me to death, because I'm such a lover of music and guitars, that to have my instruments played by these people, and not only that, have them raise so much money for like the NASCAR Foundation, Speedway Children's Charities. Blake Shelton played one of my guitars, and I just did one for Carl Edwards that he's going to use for his charity. Really turned into something very, very special and cool, and I just couldn't be happier about that.
That's awesome.
So I want to ask that Nashville guitar thing. You weren't mad at Kyle Busch that one night, were you?
Well, Well, here's the thing. I mean, I don't know that I ever got mad. I mean, I got really, 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 really disappointed.
Right.
You know, but you know, I didn't have time to get mad. I mean, I saw 150 hours of my work and Gibson Guitars work scored in about 4.5 seconds. So there wasn't a whole lot of time to get angry about it.
Right.
But I walked across Victory Lane and just kind of asked him, you know, well, what was that about? And he told me he meant no disrespect to me or Gibson or to the Speedway. He told me that, you know, he was just, you know, he promised his guys that if they ever won that guitar, they would all get a piece of it. And really, the worst thing I ever said about the whole incident was, other than being disappointed, was that I just don't think he thought it through well enough.
Right.
You know,
Right.
he wouldn't pick up a Daytona trophy. He wouldn't pick up
Or the grandfather clock from Martinsville, or
another clock. I mean, you know, but to pick up the guitar, although I could totally relate and understand the rock star type thing, smashing the guitar. I mean, I've been to enough Kiss concerts. I know how that works. I know what's going on there. But he just didn't think about the fact that this is a prized and coveted trophy.
right.
You just beat 42 other competitors who would have given their right arm for that guitar, and you've just destroyed it. And I think he realizes that now. And now, that being said, you know, I'm a very forgiving person. I knew, you know, his word that night that he was going to get another guitar to replace it and have me do it, and he did.
Look back in your text
And I've
messages
had no
for the
hard
right
feelings
number.
against
Called
him. As
this
a
up.
matter of fact, this year in
That's all
Las
right.
Vegas, he was
That's one of
doing a
those guys.
charity event, and I got there, and unbeknownst to him or anybody, I walked out on stage with a guitar that I painted up, M&M's coloration, his car on it, and everything else, and presented him that guitar on stage that he can use as a fundraiser for his charity. He supports a lot of orphanages
Right.
in the Las Vegas area, and hopefully they'll raise a lot of good money with one of my guitars, and I thought that was a great way to put a cap on the whole episode.
I think that's a great story too. It comes full circle, and I think that's a story that started off with a little bit of controversial aspects to it, but now it's transitioned to this great feel-good story. I think that's something that a lot of fans, if they knew, they would have a different feeling for Kyle Busch.
Right. Well,
Absolutely.
a lot of really good things. I mean, granted, he has his moments on the track and off.
He does. He does.
But I definitely think the night in Nashville when he smashed up that guitar, I definitely think that made him think about, you know, his actions more thoroughly, and I think it changed him. He's a tremendous driver, ton of talent, and you know, and I think he's matured a lot since that night for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, Sam, we're going to go ahead and let you get out of here, and I hope to try to snag you at Martinsville.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to being in Martinsville, and we definitely have to be together. If I could, I would like to invite the fans to follow me. I'm on Facebook. You can go to Sam Bass Artist on Facebook, and you can follow me on Twitter at Sam Bass Artist. And people are always welcome to go to my website, sambass.com, and check me out for the latest appearances and the latest artwork. I'm working on, I can tell you right now, I'm working on a ton of brand new things for the 2013 season. I think 2013 is going to practically kill me with all the work I've got to do.
That's right,
absolutely. Race cars.
Absolutely.
But by the same token, I am tremendously excited about that. And I heard you guys mention a minute ago about my Santas and Snowmen. I've just done 13 brand new illustrations of my Santas and Snowmen, and we've got them in posters, limited edition print, and we're going to have greeting cards this year.
That's great.
So I'm really proud of those things. That's something I do in all my travels to various hotel rooms around the nation. I'm always working on my Santas and Snowmen collection, getting it ready for the Christmas season, and I got some really cute ones this year, so check them out.
Well, I could pose for Santa for you.
Well, that's fine. Maybe we'll do that. That would be cool. I love Christmas. I'm a big kid, and I love it. And Santa Claus has been very good to me over the years. So that would be funny.
That's
Right.
great.
I have played. Go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
And definitely look me up in Martinsville. I'd love to see you in person.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got your cell phone number, so it'll be easy to text you.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thanks for having me on, guys. You have a great show, and I appreciate the time and appreciate all your fans that follow you. And
Yeah.
we'll talk to you again soon.
All righty,
We
buddy.
love having you on here, that's for sure.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good evening.
All right.
All right, Sam.
All right, guys. Brandon,
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, yeah.
how's it
Well,
going?
let's try it again.
Hey, Brandon.
Good. How are you?
Sounded like you fell asleep or something.
I think I was about to fall asleep.
Oh.
Yeah, we just had sound bass on, so we were all fired up when we clicked you over.
That's fine.
So how's it going, Brandon?
Pretty good. How are you?
We're
Doing
great.
good.
We're good.
You got Jason Langley and Terry O'Connell in the room here with us talking to you.
All right, Brandon. So, what's going on with you? What's up?
Nothing. Just got home from school. Just got done with some homework. Just messing around on iRacing a little bit.
Cool beans.
What track you running?
I was just doing a nationwide race in Michigan.
Okay.
Okay. Gas
Did-
mileage.
Cookie cutter.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Right.
So,
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, give us a little background, a little bio on you.
I started racing motorcycles when I was 4 years old. I won national championship in Springfield, Illinois when I was 6.
Mm-hmm.
I moved out of the motorcycles when I was 11 because a couple of my friends were getting killed.
Mm.
Moved into street stocks at Virginia Motor Speedway. Raced there for a year. That was when I was 11. Then moved to North Carolina. Started racing at East Lincoln Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
I raced there part of 1 year, and the next year, I think I won 3 races and a bunch of heat races. And I moved up to late models and won my first ever late model race, dirt late model race I ever started. And ran a whole bunch of dirt late model stuff. And then this season I moved into asphalt limited late models at Hickory, and we won 3 times and got 2 poles.
That's great. Absolutely.
So, I was just wondering, you prefer dirt or asphalt, or do you have a preference?
I don't have a preference, but they're both really fun to drive.
Right.
Right. Absolutely. They're two different styles, but I just think if you can run dirt, you can run asphalt. I just really believe that.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what they
Brandon. Tell us, I just remembered that one of the things I remembered on your wall was about the missing North Carolina teens. What is that, somebody's friend of yours?
Oh, yeah. He actually used to race micro sprints at East Lincoln, and we've been buddies ever since. He stayed over at my house and everything like that.
Mm.
They went off to Virginia or Myrtle Beach, and they were supposed to be back last Saturday, and no one's heard from them yet, and so we don't really know what's going on. But there's a bunch of people out there searching for them.
Oh, that's really too bad. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. This world can be a difficult place at times.
Oh yeah.
I'm just telling you. So, what's coming up for next season? You got anything cooking? Got anything lined up to do?
Hopefully we'll pick up the sponsor we're talking with right now, and we'll be able to run full-time late models at Hickory.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably just continue in the limited.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, we're looking at some of your stuff here on your Facebook page. Who's your hero in motorsports? Who inspired you? Who did you say, that's who I want to be?
Probably people like Jimmy Johnson and Tony Stewart, because they're so successful in the Cup Series. They pretty much started where I started, racing motorcycles, and racing a whole bunch of different stuff. Dirt, asphalt, dirt, asphalt.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, those are two good, two great drivers to aspire to, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I was on the internet this evening, and I found you were doing something about Racing to Cure. Can you tell us a little something about that?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a website, and you can donate, and it goes to a charity, and 10% will go to our race team. I really need to read up on it. I don't know much about it.
Right.
Right.
Right. that'd be a really positive thing to do.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now Roger just put some information up on the screen here, and this is kind of cool. He says you're coming to the charity race, kart race, the CHKD race here in
AIK.
Yeah, over here in Virginia Beach, and we just want to know: do you think you can actually come up here and beat us?
I don't know. I think I could, but you never know. I'm trying to make it up for the drive. I'm trying to make the drive up there. It seems like it would be a lot of fun, like for a good cause.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's quite an experience actually. It's pretty aggressive.
They do not give any slack,
They
so
do
be
not.
prepared to race hard.
It's pretty funny actually, because everybody takes it so seriously. You know, you get all these whippersnappers who think they're all that in a bag of chips, and they just got to go for it. But it's a great race. It's for a great cause, and we really hope you can come up and be a part of that.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Absolutely.
So you said you did some homework. How old are you?
I just turned 16 October 3rd.
16.
Okay. All right. We were thinking you were like 35 or something.
Nope.
An old fart. All right.
Yeah. Well, you are kind of old there at 16. That's great. But no, I think it's great that you're doing late models there at Hickory at 16. I think that's a cool thing because it can only get better and better as you move forward.
And happy belated birthday.
Oh, yeah? October 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't feel intimidated by the older drivers, do you?
Oh, no. We're just, to be honest, I think they're more intimidated by us younger kids.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think they realize that you guys are hungry, that you're probably more aggressive, and that can be a little daunting to the older crowd from time to time, for sure. That's okay. You still have to finish first.
Right.
So it's one of those gigs.
Well, I give everyone who gives me respect out on the track. I'm probably known as one of the probably top 3 or 4 clean races at Hickory. There's a bunch of them out there that seem to be out to get everybody, but I know who I can race with, and people know they can race me clean, stuff like that.
Right.
They said he races at Hickory?
Yeah, he races at Hickory. I guess you know Candace Munsey.
Yeah, I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's one of our buds, and we love Candace for sure. So, what are some of your hobbies other than motorsports?
I really like fishing and hunting, and I really don't have time to do much.
Yeah, school and racing.
Yeah, between school, fishing, hunting, racing. That's
Right. Do you have a girlfriend?
every week. Actually, no, I don't.
Oh, we got to do something about that. Got to get you hooked up.
I don't know.
Well, alrighty.
So you got any superstitions when you drive? Like you like Lucky's rabbit's foot, or?
I don't really have anything. I mean, there's stuff that the driver does, like put on their safety equipment in the same order every time.
Right.
With stuff like that, I do.
Absolutely. So, green and peanuts do not freak you out?
Well, I do tell my mom no peanuts and no chicken.
Okay. Well, what's up with the chicken thing? I thought chicken was good luck.
I don't know. I heard that chicken was bad luck, so I just kept it out.
Well, if you get chicken on your hands, you can't hold on to the steering wheel. I think that's probably the thing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to do with it.
What's this thing about the gauntlet I noticed on your Facebook page?
My buddy Justin Boston, me and him, there's a new company that my dad's friend is building. It's called Loop. It's a computer recycling company.
Mm-hmm.
And in the basement, me and my buddy Justin, they weren't doing anything with the downstairs, so we got a wild idea to build a go-kart track. And
Right.
we're just going to use it for just me and his practice, and it's kind of turned into more of a serious thing where people can actually come. Like, we're going to have like truck series racers, ARCA, people from around locally who hold a valid like NASCAR license. And I think Justin said you have to have like 3+ years of experience to come in there and race, so we don't have anyone like any rookies out there.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone out there knows what
Mm-hmm.
they're doing, and we're going to have challenge races probably about once every month.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's gonna be gonna have a big purse, so hopefully that attracts people. The first one coming up is actually October 30th, and I think that's gonna be $1,000 to win.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have 2 big races a year. We're talking 25,000 to win races, so that'll probably attract a lot of people.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, there'll be some people upside down and on fire for that, for sure.
Yeah, it's a really big deal. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
I have to get up with Greg Galding. He'll probably come out there, and he might bring Kevin Harvick with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you one thing. It's a poll question I asked a few racers. Would you rather blow your motor, save your best car, or wreck your best car and save your best motor?
Well, I'd probably rather blow a good motor than wreck a good car, because there's, like the chassis I have out in the garage, there's something special about that one.
Huh.
It's won 40 races in the past 2 years at Hickory. I bought it from Andy Mercer, and it's just been one of the best chassis I've ever seen.
Right. Well, all right, buddy. We're kind of coming to the end of the gig here. It's been great having you on. And hopefully you can get up here for the kart race in Virginia Beach. And we wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. I'll try and convince my dad to drive me up there. I think he won't have any problems with it.
Right.
Well, you can pay us some gas money. We'll come pick you up.
Right. Well, all right, bud. You have a great week, and keep it moving.
You too. Thanks for having me on.
All righty. Thanks a lot.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, guys. We've had a great show tonight.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people on.
I got him trained on how to use the phone too.
I know, it's quite amazing.
I haven't got him to where we do the conference call yet, though.
No.
We'll figure that out.
It's not that hard.
So, to finish off the show, you got anything you want to bring up, talk about?
Well, I have no controversy over Junior this week,
Okay, no junior controversy.
except for they rigged his car so it blew up when Regan Smith was driving because he was going to win the race, but that's a different story.
Absolutely, I know that's for sure. Clearly. Well, all right, Rod, you want to take us out?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and play the little interviews that I had with Amber and with Dylan. And we'll go ahead and queue up with Amber here.
Hi, I'm Amber Colvin. I'm 18 years old from Tallahassee, Florida. I now live in Mooresville, North Carolina. I moved up there when I was 16. I've been racing since I was 10. I started in go-karts, moved to Bandoleros, moved into the Legend Series, and then moved into the Late Model Series. We're just trying to continue in that series, sponsor permitting, of course. I'm here at the Combine. I'm excited to be here. This will be my second year here. So we're just looking forward to hopefully making the team and having the opportunity to run with them next season.
Well, now tell me, what have you thought about racing around Langley here?
Langley is difficult. It is what the rumors that I've heard about it are very true. It's it's a very difficult flat track. It doesn't really have straightaways. You're pretty much in a circle. You're going in a circle the entire time. So you have to. It's very easy to want to drive it in deep and overdrive the corners. So you have to make sure you don't do that. And you really have to let the car roll so you're able to get on the gas coming out. And it's very easy to overdrive it or get into the gas too quick, and then it'll shove up. So then you're like, oh crap, I can't do that for the next corner, and you have to fix it. And you have a very short time period to fix it and run fast laps and run consistent laps and impress those that need to be impressed. rest.
Now, have you actually utilized the emergency lane yet?
No.
Did they say anything about that?
No, I know nothing about an emergency lane.
Well, you see where you've got the yellow section marked out on the track there?
Oh, the apron?
Yes.
Okay. No, I have not used the apron.
Feel free.
Yeah.
Trust
no,
me.
I've actually heard that can be a fast way to get around this place, especially if your car's tight. You can get it down on the apron, get it to turn a little bit. So maybe I'll have to try that out this next time out because the cars are a little bit on the tighter side, but you just kind of have to wait and see.
Now, I will tell you, as you're coming out of turn 4 here, where your pit entrance is, please go wide when you're getting to that point. Otherwise, the car will lift, and you'll almost get a little mini airborne situation where your tires will all of a sudden change on you. When you come down, you'll feel the car a whole way different.
Yeah, I think I understand what you're talking about. It's like you definitely have to, you want to get the car turned and then be able to pick up the gas. You have to wait until, well, that's your roll time. You have to wait until the car is turned and pointing down the straightaway before you can fully accelerate. And so that's, I mean, it's something different that I'm used to. It's not something you do at Hickory, which is the only place I've run a late model before, so.
I'll talk to you after this and tell you a little bit more. But anyway, this is about you. So now, when you're out here, how do you feel working with the Rev Racing people?
I love the Rev Racing people. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with them. I've worked with them in the past. So, I mean, they're all really nice, really sweet people, and they're all here to help. And they're all really like cheering for us and wanting us to do our best. So, I'm thankful for the opportunity to be here because it is a hard cut to get here. So.
Now, have you had anybody help try to tell you some things about the track since you've been here?
I've talked to a bunch of the other drivers. Dylan Smith, he went out there and ran extremely fast laps, so I'm going to go down there and talk to him a little bit more. But I've talked to C.E. Falk. I mean, he's won championships and races here year after year. Chris Lemons, who races out here all the time. Talked to Jefferson and all the guys that have been out here and know the place really well. So I think I have a pretty good concept of the fast way to get around this place. So it's just about going out there and putting what's in your mind out there, like on the racetrack. So you just have to.
Now, when you've come in after you've run your segment, have you talked with the racing guys to possibly change the car to help you get around the track any?
We do have a sheet of paper. It's like a debriefing. It asks questions about the shocks and the tires and the steering and your acceleration. Excuse me. But we aren't, because it is a combine. They want all the cars to be equal, so you're not allowed to change anything. So the 4 car is the 4 car, the 6 car is the 6 car, and the 2 car is what the 2 car is. You can't change them, so you just, I mean, you're asked, like, what would you want to do to change it? So you're able to kind of think about if you were actually racing the car tonight or something. You can think about what you want to have done, but you're not allowed to change it. So.
All right. Anybody else you want to do a shout out to? No sponsors.
No.
Oh gosh.
I really don't. Like well, that was part of the problem. Like we had full sponsorship planned out for this year, and every single one of them fell through. I have Legend Car sponsors from the shootout, but I mean they're not sponsors anymore because I'm not running the shootout anymore. So right now we are in the need, and we need sponsors. So that's our setback right now.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank you for spending your time here with us, and we will be talking to you later on tonight.
Sounds good.
So we'll kick back over live. Just like that.
All righty.
All right. Now we're going to go ahead and have a word from Dylan Smith and the interview we had with him earlier today.
Go, Dylan.
My name is Dylan Smith. I'm 20 years old, from Randolph, Vermont. This is my 16th year driving race cars. This is my 4th combine, 2nd at Langley Speedway, and we're here having some fun. Had a good run today so far. Just waiting to get back out there and show everybody what I got going on here.
Now, what do you think about the Langley track?
I love this place. Bill has done a wicked job. It's one of the most beautiful racetracks that I've been to. Down from the scenery, and then it's cool. You get to see the jets taking off and everything. You know, trying to get them to come down lower to the track so I can get a little, extra speed in the draft there. But yeah, no, this racetrack, it's tricky. This is my 2nd time here, like I said, so I kind of understand it, and iRacing put it on their simulation, so I've done a lot of laps on there, so that really helped. Just trying to help the other drivers. You know, we're all competitors, but at the same time, you don't want to see anybody just not perform as well as they might have if they knew a little bit more about the track. So I'm just trying to help them a little bit, but also compete at a high level. So I love this place. I like it a lot.
Now, has anybody helped you out here at Langley learn something about the track, how to run it?
Yeah, you know, CE this year has been a lot of help. He talked to us yesterday, and Danny Edwards Jr. was here last year. I don't really ask. I ask some questions that I think are important on a side. You know, it's kind of that gamesmanship. You don't want to throw all your cards out there so everyone knows what you're talking about. But I think that you only can talk about it so much, and you got to do it to really figure out how much, you know, what's really out there. So they helped a lot, but a lot of it, you know, is all driver. You got to figure it out yourself too. So.
Now, who in your past, so to speak, has helped you get you to where you are now?
There's been a lot of people.
Well, here's your chance to thank them.
I definitely gotta thank my mom and dad. I pretty much ran our family almost out of money with this racing deal, and they've been supporting me and been there through the whole thing, the ups and the downs, and it just really started out with a fun thing for me and my dad to do together, and we never thought that it would turn into something on this type of scale. And I gotta thank my guys that worked on my late model back home when I was doing that at Thunder Road. All the people at Thunder Road, the fans, the competitors that helped me grow as a driver and as a person. All my friends and family back home, they all support me. They all like what I'm doing. It's pretty cool, I think, for them to see someone out of a small town like we are, like 5,000 people, out of a small state, almost 10,000 people, you know, whatever it is. Nobody really knows where it is, and for people to see someone from that type of area come up through, they get excited, and I'm glad they're excited. I want to keep marching on through and make them proud. So it's pretty awesome. I just got to thank all you guys for that.
So now, where did you start at? Your home?
My home track is Ken Squire's racetrack, Thunder Road in Barre, Vermont. Tom Curley and him, that track has been around for over 50 years, and they still get 24 late models and a full packed out stands, and you can't beat that. Like, it's hard this time and age to own a racetrack, to race, and Ken and Tom have done a great job throughout the years, and they're still around. And you can ask almost anybody that you go up to Thunder Road, and you better buckle up because it's going to be tough. It's tough to get around that place, and this place is like that too. It's tough to get around here. It's tough to race around it. It's slick, it's old, it's wore out, but that's what makes it fun too. So
it's flat. That's the biggest thing, and a lot of people will tell you, if you can master this track, you can go just about anywhere. And you can never, if you get a chance to, ask Denny Hamlin.
Yeah,
he'll tell you. He started out here.
Right. I've worked really closely the last 2 years with Jefferson Hodges, who's from Langley. His dad used to own the track, and so he had a lot to do with this place, and we've talked a lot about it and the history of Langley and what's happened here, and he's really pleased. I know he's really pleased with how Bill's carried on through with the racetrack and how well it's progressed and everything. So there's a lot of good race car drivers that have come through here and tried to win and couldn't win, or were good enough to win, and I've been able to meet a couple of them, talk to them about it, and Langley is always one of the top five for sure toughest tracks that they talk about.
You got any shout outs to anybody you want to do?
Yeah, I need to thank the Rev Racing team, you know, Max and Jefferson, Ade, Lindsay, all the guys that work on my car this year that helped me out. These guys are like family. They've took me in like family for the last 2 years, and you know, I couldn't have done it without my crew chief Ryan this year. He helped me a ton on the legend side, and these guys, they love to race. They're passionate about what they do, and it's like you don't want to disappoint them. So for them to keep bringing me out here and to do this stuff and keep believing in me, it means the world to me that they think so highly of me, and I have their respect. So that's all that I really want, and I can't thank Rev enough for everything.
All right. Well, I appreciate you spending some time with us. I know y'all are going to be going back out there and doing some more practicing and doing some more runs. Well, good luck with the rest of the combine.
Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll have something good to show from it.
Oh, that was quick. All right. I reckon I did that just in time.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think Jason said he had some more stuff he wanted to throw out there, so let's go back to Jason and Terry.
All right, Jason.
All right. Just had some sad news this past week. A buddy of mine, Joe Lowe, lost his battle with cancer Monday morning. I volunteer with the Monster Jam series since 06, and he's been the announcer out there ever since. A real good friend of mine. So I just wanted to put that out there. We'll miss you, Joe.
Absolutely. We hate to hear that.
Really?
Absolutely.
How's the family doing all right with everything and got all their help they needed? Good deal. All right. Hate to end on a sad note, but
I know. Well, we had a great show, though.
We had fun with everybody.
All the combine guys, and we really appreciate them having on.
Brandon,
they were fun out there when off camera too. And
I'm
those
sure.
are the times I always liked it. Would love sometimes to do, but sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't.
Right.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for watching the show with us tonight, and we'll see everybody next week. See ya.
Ciao. Peace out.
One of them things.
Hi, my name is Natalie Sather. I drive the 94 K&N Lady Eagle Safety Wear, Butler built seats, bell helmets, hooker harness seat belts, number 94 at South Boston Speedway. Be sure to listen to Let's Talk Racing TV.
I'm Sam Hunt, driving 42 car. I want to thank Let's Talk Racing.
Hey guys, I'm Daytona 500 winner Trevor Bain, and thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing.
Hi, I'm Robert Richardson Jr., driver of the number 23 Dodge Challenger for R3 Motorsports in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, and you're watching Let's Talk Racing.
I'm Tony Peter, driver of the number 17 Toyota in the NASCAR Camp World Truck Series, and you're listening to Let's Talk Racing.
Hi, this is Dylan Smith. I'd like to thank you for listening to Let's Talk Racing.
Hi, I'm Amber Colvin. I'd like to thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing.
Let's Talk Racing is brought to you by PC Doctors, Computer Sales and Services. This doctor still makes house calls. And also Hampton Incredible Tees and Signs, both located at 1248 North King Street in Hampton, Virginia.